Hello my beautiful family, hope you all are doing fine. Today in this episode I am going to discuss with you about motivation. So what do you think about motivation? Actually, motivation means that stimulation or that encouragement to someone that helps that person to go ahead and work in some particular direction. And that direction means if that person has some goal to achieve, like for example I have some goal, I want to achieve that one. Okay, so in order to achieve that goal I need to have one way to reach there. Okay, one way is there, and obviously that way we need to work upon. Okay, or we need to work that way only, we need to work in that direction in order to achieve that goal. And motivation helps us to go ahead in that direction. So dear friends, do you think that you need motivation? Obviously we all need motivation, am I right? So why do we need motivation? Motivation helps us to see the goal properly, clearly, okay, and makes us think that we need to work to achieve that goal. Okay, point number 1. So motivation is essential for us, it is very much important for us. Secondly, motivation helps us to solve our problems. Like if I can see my goal clearly, that this is my goal, I have to achieve it, okay, and I have one direction to reach there, so I will start working in that direction obviously, and towards working in that direction I may face, or I shall definitely face, many difficulties, many problems. So motivation helps me to fight against those difficulties, okay, to solve those problems, so that I can make my way to reach my goal. Again, sometimes we get many opportunities also. Motivation helps us to catch those opportunities. Without motivation we don't feel like doing anything. Okay, like no motivation means no stamina, as we say very commonly, am I right? So no motivation means we don't have stamina, we don't feel like doing anything, we are fed up of everything or something, so that way we don't feel like going ahead, moving ahead. Okay, but when we have motivation we get that courage, we get that strength to fight with the challenges and grab or catch that opportunity. Okay, that way motivation is helpful. Again, another point is there, we may have some habits, okay, but those habits have nothing to do with our goal. Okay, those habits are just wastage of time for us. Okay, like if I have this goal, towards achieving this goal that particular habit of mine has no relevance at all, then motivation will help us to drop that habit, to give up that habit, so that that time that I had wasted before, now I feel like using towards achieving my goal. Got it? So that way also motivation is helpful. It makes us or helps us, encourages us to change some old habits which are of no use today or which are of no relevance towards achieving my particular goal. When do we need motivation? If we are fed up of doing some routine work or same thing, doing everything stereotype like this, so that way we lose motivation, we don't feel like doing anything, we feel fed up, we get bored. At that time we need motivation. Other than that, some of our friends may have some issues like anxiety or depression. Okay, and these things, these two words that I have just mentioned, anxiety or depression, these two words have that characteristics that persons having these two issues or any one of these issues, okay, they lose motivation, okay, for doing anything. They don't feel like doing anything. Okay, in that point also these friends of ours, they need motivation. For example, a person has many incidences of failures, okay, towards achieving the goal. At that time that person will lose motivation. Okay, that person will not feel that stamina towards going ahead or towards achieving his or her goal. Okay, at that point motivation is very, very important for him or her. Sometimes friends, it so happens that whatever goal we have set may be unrealistic. If that goal itself is unrealistic, then obviously our effort will give no result. Am I right? We will not be able to achieve. At that point we lose motivation, and at that point we need to get motivated by talking to a counselor, or there are so many other ways also. Again, how do we get motivated? If I need to get motivated, what are the things that can give me motivation? Okay, that I am going to tell you now. Like, what will happen, for example, I have done something or I did something, so for that thing I got some compliments. Okay, people encouraged me that okay, you go ahead with it, it's very nice that you have done. That encouragement is my motivation. That particular compliment or those words of compliments, that is my motivation to work hard, to do again. Okay, so encouragement gives us motivation. Secondly, for example, now this is a very hard time of my life that I am now passing. For example, I am telling, like I am struggling hard to do something, but I am not being able to do something. It's a very difficult time for me now, very hard time for me is going on now in my life. Okay, this phase is very difficult, like that I am feeling. Okay, this is my feel. For example, at this point of time, if I happen to meet some person who had similar stories like mine, or more difficult stories than mine, more difficult phases in life like mine, okay, and that person had conquered those things, that person had overcome those particular phases and achieved finally. If I happen to meet such a person, his incidents will motivate me a lot. Otherwise, if we happen to read such stories, motivational stories, then also we get motivation. Like we will think that okay, this happened to him also, or this happened to her also, I am not the only one who is struggling with this phase. Okay, so if that person can achieve that, why can't I? How am I different from him, or how am I different from her? I can also do it. Okay, that strength comes in us, and that is our motivation, that is our force to make us pull ahead, go ahead. Thirdly, we need to pay attention to our goals. Like whatever be our goal, that goal need to be realistic. Okay, for example, realistic means I want to tell you, like for example, my expertise is in some other field and I want to become someone else. Okay, so that way it may not be fruitful in many cases. Therefore, if I have expertise in a particular field, so I need to set my goal, I need to think of doing something in that particular area only. Then only it is quite obvious for me to stay motivated also, because I have expertise, I am confident that I shall be doing that. Okay, that way I used to get motivated. Okay, so in that particular field of my expertise, I need to set my goal. That means my goal should be relevant, at the same time realistic also, achievable also. If it is not of my expertise, obviously it may not be, in many of the cases it will not be achievable for me. Now I would like to tell you, friends, like how can we stay motivated? That is very, very important. Like we are trying hard, still we are failing, and after all, what happens, that we lose strength, we lose stamina, we lose our will to do something or go ahead, like that. Okay, at that time what should we do? What can we do? If we feel like our thoughts getting blocked, okay, like we can't think anymore what to do, what not to do, we feel like getting all roads closed before us, that we can't move ahead. Okay, at that point of time we can talk to a counselor. Now what does a counselor do? A counselor never guides you, okay, never advises you. Okay, a counselor analyzes your situation, analyzes all the different aspects before you, discusses the points with you, and that counselor helps you to choose which way you should go. Okay, that means decision will be yours, but it will be analyzed nicely before you by a counselor. Okay, so we can approach a counselor if we feel like getting blocked from everywhere, getting all roads closed before us. We can't think anymore. We are not being able to do anything. We are not being able to think anymore towards achieving our goal, towards going ahead to reach our goal. Okay, in such a confused, perplexed situations, we can better approach a counselor. Secondly, sometimes what happens, like doing some routine work every day like that, we get fed up. Okay, we get bored, we don't want to do it anymore. At that time we can take some break, at that time and feel relaxed. Okay, get boost up. Okay, and after that we can start again. This point actually I am telling you in such cases where I have achieved my goal, but achieving that goal also, for example, I wanted to be a doctor and now I am a doctor, for example, I achieved my goal. Okay, that way it's fine, I achieved it. But still, what may happen to me? I am a human, what may happen to me? Like doing routine works every day from morning to night, night to morning, like that, doing everything routine way, stereotyped way, I may get bored, I may lose motivation to do any more. Like, no, it's over now, I can't do anymore, I am fed up with this routine, stereotype routine. So that way we may lose motivation. At that point of time we may take some break, sometimes break, and after that break we can start anew. That will be our motivation to work ahead. Next point is that we can try to recall what motivated us to select that goal, what motivated us before to go ahead in that direction. If we remember that point, then also we will get motivated. Like, yes, I thought it this way, so this way I came forward, so this way I will do again. So that particular point that had motivated you before to choose this goal or to go ahead in this direction will motivate you even today. Motivational books we can take help from, like reading a motivational book will help you to think in a particular direction, will help you to solve many difficulties, many problems that come your way. So motivational books are very much helpful. Again, we may watch some motivational videos also. So many motivational videos come up, so we can watch many such videos, and out of those videos we learn how to work hard in a goal directed way. That means our goal should be set, and towards the direction of that goal, how to proceed, how we can proceed. That way we get motivated by the motivational videos. We know many motivational speakers like Sandeep Maheshwari sir, Jaya Kishori ma'am, or Sonu Sharma sir. We can opt for those videos also. In those videos, what they say actually, they don't come to do on your behalf. What they do is that they analyze the situations, they tell you the different perspectives, all the pros and cons, and that way they help you to think in a particular way, in a specific direction to achieve your goal. And those speeches encourage us to think that yes, I can do it, it's very easy for me now. We start feeling like that. Okay, so this way these motivational videos are very, very helpful. So dear friends, we can take help of all these things, motivational books, motivational stories, motivational videos. Okay, all these things we can take help of. We can talk to some counselor also, that's also another point. So this way we can get motivated towards our goal. But main point is we need to have a goal, that this is my goal, I need to achieve that. Okay, and hard work has no shortcut, we all know it. Okay, so hard work is there, hard work should be there, you need to work hard to achieve your goal, but that hard work should be in the direction of your goal, not in some other direction. Then definitely that hard work will give result. So my beautiful friends, stay motivated and keep on going. Thank you so much. We'll meet soon again.